Chase Sexton. The cowboy. Run high. Oh, and he goes into the back of Webb. He didn't need to do it.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to round 12 of the RN Fantasy SXperts show. I am Chase.
And I'm Charles, and we are going to Foxborough.
The old Massachusetts.
Old Massachusetts.
All right, Foxborough. All right, we are at round 12 already. Got
flying
6
by,
of these
it's
left.
crazy.
6
Yeah.
of these left. I just wanted to come down to Salt Lake. Let's do this. Here we go. We're in for it, man. First of all, what a rad race.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
That
when
was an
first and
awesome
second
weekend.
are a half second apart at the end, and you have everything just going on, dudes making mistakes, whatever, like, I'm all about it, man.
Yeah,
Seattle
all
delivered.
All the top guys running up front.
Gosh, that track looked brutal.
Yeah.
When Kenny got in the lead, for a second, did you think?
I was like, there goes all my picks. Like, I was like, what? Like, your shoulder's supposed to be messed up. What's going on, man?
Yeah, I mean, you could see it felt like he faded a little bit, but hey, still rode in for a top 5. But I really did think that Kenny might win that race when he pulled out. When he passed Webb, I was like, this kind of looks like Daytona a little bit right now.
Yeah.
But anyways, phenomenal race. We had a fun watching it. Here are your results on the table. Your top 5 is Cooper Webb, Chase Sexton, Aaron Plessinger. Was the old Ken Rocks in 4th. Dylan Ferrandis, 5th. Kind of a sneaky top 5
Yeah,
there.
That was awesome.
And then Colt Nichols getting the wild card. So Colt Nichols and Ferrandis, season's best there.
Yeah.
This track was purely for these guys, just if you don't make mistakes.
Yeah.
Because they didn't really show the back, what was going on from like, say, 7th or 8th back. But I'll bet you, man, it was just like flies dropping everywhere.
Yeah,
in the back of
everybody
the pack,
just said it was
making mistakes.
technical, like trail riding, couldn't really push the speed is what it
Yes,
sounded
I
like.
feel
so-
like if you just got around that track and you just minimize the mistakes, you were going to probably put in a season's best because we saw what happened to a lot of guys that were up front.
Yeah.
All right, if you're not playing our Fantasy SX, look, I know we're late into the season. It's round 12, but don't forget, we do 10 weekly prizes. They renew every week, and we also do Fantasy Cash. When you score points playing Fantasy, you win Fantasy Cash that you can spend on Rocky Mountain's website. So go do that right now. Get signed up. It's free to play. Charles, you make your top 5 picks. Pick a wild card. That's it.
That's it. It's real easy to
And
do.
if you're Charles, you don't score many points here in old Seattle. Me, on the other hand, had my best week of the year, baby, 85 points.
Not
Charles,
even
I'm
that
up
bad.
almost a hundo on you right now. My, how the turntables have turned.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to see how close I can get it and then come back. Everybody loves a good comeback story. That's what's about to happen.
I mean, yeah, don't get your hopes up. You can spin it any way you want to. But we got,
Hey,
6
the
of these to
thing.
go. I'm feeling pretty good right now. What?
Here's
What's
the
thing?
important thing. We're giving
Yeah.
away 20 tickets to Pittsburgh.
We
okay?
are. If you can make it to Pittsburgh, nice redirect. If you can make it to Pittsburgh, flight not included, but if you can be there, we have 20 tickets to give away. Just comment after this video is over. If you can make it, how many tickets you would need. We're going to select some lucky winners for some tickets there.
Yeah.
Let's just go back, though, real quick to Charles and his picks. Look, you
Oh,
said you
man.
forgot to submit them.
I
Please.
didn't have rollovers. I had
Please.
I
Come
had
on.
some initial picks, but I usually like to update them. And
Yeah.
anyway, so I did have Webb, Sexton. I would have had them correct, but I did not submit.
Well, snooze, you lose,
Snooze,
my
you
man.
lose.
Snooze,
So-
you lose.
Whatever happens.
All right. Hey, we had some memes this week. We're going to be showing those in the show as well. Thank you for submitting the memes. Remember, go to the Discord. There you have the group chat. You can submit your picks. You can post memes. All the good stuff.
Yep.
Hey, you know what? Let's bring it back. Let's do a meme giveaway.
We should.
Remember last year we were doing the meme giveaways?
Yeah.
I feel like we haven't given enough devotion to the memes this year. All right, let's rock and roll. We'll
Let's bring
find
it back.
something, submit some memes. We'll have something we're going to give away to our meme contest winners. So submit those in the Discord if you haven't been doing it yet. All right, yes, Seattle, let's get to here. But first, why are you playing RN Fantasy SX? Because of this right here. Look on your screen, folks. These are the grand prizes that we give away at the end of the year. We had a KTM 450 SXF, KTM 300 SX, and an SX E5. These bikes are decked out, race ready, with a ton of parts. And then we have seven other amazing grand prizes.
Yeah. We're also doing weekly prizes. So first place, the DID Chain Spending Spree. Second place, the Bridgestone Battlecross tires. Third place, you're getting the Michelin tire set. Fourth place, Matrix Concepts. Fifth, the Cherubies. Sixth, 100%. Seventh, Works Connection. Eighth, Scoche. Ninth, Fly Racing. And 10th, Troy Lee Designs.
There you go. KTM leaderboard is looking pretty good right now. Goat 745 is tied with Jam 08 at 661. Man, look at that. The top 4 are only separated by 31 points. Dollar Bill still hanging strong there in 4th, 630. So pretty good. Our weekly prize winners from Seattle. Tag Mom got a perfect score. $400 spending spree to a Cherubies. Daxon 211, another perfect score. E-Line spending spree. Man, Colt Nichols for 12th. I'd like to know where they got that pick.
Well, we had that up.
I know, but that was like a season's best result. I wouldn't expect someone to get the best result at a track that bad.
Yeah. Yeah, and then my pick, Oldenburg, was one off. Dang it.
Yep, Nash Evans, 110 points, A-Stars gear set. So congratulations to you. And Chuck. Fox, well, we're going to get to it here. We were talking about before we started filming. Crazy things when I haven't really thought about it a whole lot. But when we start to think about all the riders are going to shuffle around a little bit, put your hat on, folks. Because I don't know. We'll talk about it a little bit more, and we'd love to hear your comments, what you guys think is going to happen with a lot of these riders shuffling around this offseason. It's going to be good.
It will be.
How many riders have already signed, and we just don't know it yet? Guess we'll never know.
Secrets.
Yeah.
Secrets. They're no fun.
All right. Fox Racing recap. Charles, 250s. Any highlights you want to talk about?
Cole Davies getting his first W, but not only was that his first win, he's the 10th different 250 winner this season.
Wow. Well, it was weird because when he won, I felt like he had already won, but it was just Triple Crown races. He'd won some of those, but not an overall. Yeah. Cole Davies is something else, man. I feel like
if I was Deegan, I'd be nervous.
Yeah, I mean, for the title this year, no.
Well, yeah,
but moving forward.
Yeah, moving forward, I guess.
Davies is. I think we've got a really good crop of 250 guys right now. Deegan's looking really good. Cole Davies is just making these giant leaps. You know that Juju Beaumer is going to be good.
Yeah.
And then, Tom Vial. He's on the 250, right? So he's going to be, I think, a good 450 rider. And then on the other coast, Chance Hymas, Pierce Brown. Yeah, there's just a good crop of 250 guys right now that we're going to see as some of these older guys finally retire, which I hope they don't, but obviously Barsha, Anderson, Malcolm, Tomac. We have 5 or 6 of these star guys that are all 30-plus, Roxon. There's going to be a good crop of dudes moving in, and we're going to have a healthy 450 class here in a few years, so I'm stoked for it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, Deegan crashed early, came back to 3rd. I don't know. Man, I don't know what to make of the drama between. It's weird. You have this drama, and then Juju says after that Deegan's messaging him, texting him, and I don't know what to make of him. I'm like, are you guys friends? Do you hate each other? It's rent-free in my head right now because I don't know what to think of this whole scenario. And then Julian's doing that interview after the race, and it's like he's kind of laughing it off, joking around a little bit. I just don't know what to make of it. Why would you text your arch rival, like, hope you're practicing ruts, or hey, champ?
I don't know. That's kind of weird.
That's strange.
Yeah.
That would be like Tomac texting Cooper Webb saying, hey, champ, or Sexton, hey, champ, hope you've been working on your ruts. It's just bizarre.
Weird. I have no idea. I don't know if they're friends or not.
It's weird they have each other's phone numbers.
Yeah. That is weird.
I don't know. All right, 450 highlights. What do you got here? AP.
Oh, yeah. Stewart getting together with AP right off the start.
Too,
yeah. Because, I don't know, it's just like, you always expect Stewart to be finishing up in or I expect him to be up in the top 5, but when he starts, I think he started 18th.
Well,
so it just takes time to work up. And
the strange thing was when you look at that incident, AP said he stalled his bike, just coming in, just braking too hard, whatever. However, it was like he was coming in the corner and then just never turned. Like he just kept going straight. Even if you stall the motorcycle, you can still brake. And if the motorcycle stalls, typically you stop rolling. So it was just strange that even though he stalled, he just went straight. You could still turn. I don't know, it's just weird.
Multitasking.
I almost wonder if he just missed his break. I don't know. It was kind of strange.
Yeah.
Either way, Webb, whole shot, went back a little bit, doing Webb things. I really thought Sexton was going to pull a gap. He did for a minute.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know.
So he got hung up, whatever rhythm section, second to last lap. So
He
there's
had-
a couple laps to go, but
If he got that rhythm, so I can't remember exactly the rhythm, but he was doing the triple onto the table. If he'd have just been able to get that clean every lap, I think he pulls a 3-4 second gap right as he gets into first and then goes. But he just wasn't getting it clean every time. I know Lappers got in the way a couple times. And then Webb wasn't doing that line, but was just more consistent. And so when Sexton did make the mistake, Webb, although slower, was more consistent and just caught him a little bit. But then in that last turn, though, I mean, Webb's a smart guy, doesn't leave the door open. But if Webb for a minute leaves that door open, just Sexton just T-bone him, just dive bomb at the last turn.
I don't know. I just assumed that Sexton was going to try to slingshot around the outside, and Webb had him covered anyway, blocked the inside, and then went all the way to the other side of the track.
What's smart though, right?
Yeah.
Because then if he goes inside and then he goes outside, so Sexton does slingshot around the outside, Sexton's going to run into the back of him, trying to do that as well. So Webb is just smart about it. All right.
That's a good move.
It was very good. News and injuries. We're wishing
Ando?
the best for Ando. Yeah, family emergency was there and then just never showed up. So he had to go home. We don't know what that was for. Yeah, I don't know. Old news, Mumford and Steve. Malcolm's a little beat up. Roxon, obviously, full tear, the AC joint. I guess it can heal on its own, but he said it was like 2 to 3 weeks of just like rest and recovery.
Yeah, they said it wasn't quite a full tear, but almost.
Almost.
Yeah.
All right.
That's pretty
Bummer.
bad.
Savachi's still gone. Tomac, Jet, and Hunter. All right. Track trends, Charles.
Track trends.
What do you got for this track? What do you
Well,
think of it?
You know the obvious one. The obvious one's the start straight.
Hey, no sand again.
Full length. Oh, yeah, and no sand.
Yeah, I like this start. I like these starts on Triple Crowns because these long starts let guys separate. So is this the longest start you think of the year? I'm trying to think of any other racetracks where you had the full length of a football field.
I'm sure there was another one at some point, but
All right.
this is for sure one of the longest.
I like that you have 2 very long back-to-back rhythm lanes. I feel like that's going to create good opportunities for passing.
Yeah.
And then you got those with 2 bull turns. So that section I really like. And then I noticed too, like that little kind of almost
The
a full
split?
180. It's like a split going into what looks like an elevated turn. So that's interesting.
Yep.
Haven't really seen that much. Yeah, I don't know. Looks all right. Can't really make any predictions yet, but I looked at the weather. A little rainy on like Thursday, Friday, but then Saturday, looking just overcast, cooler out, 47 degrees for a high. So that's going to be chilly at night.
cold for
'cause
me.
They start at 5. Yeah, that's going to be chilly. But 47 for a high, cloudy skies. I think we're going to be okay.
Yeah.
All right. That being said, you ready for it?
Bridgestone top contenders. All right, first up, we have your points leader, and that is Cooper Webb. So not only did he win last weekend, but he got the whole shot. So he's getting starts, and he can make things happen. He can finish the race. There was a little bit of drama in the middle of the race, but yeah, he's a finisher. Now, one interesting thing about Cooper Webb and Chase Sexton is they're tied on a couple stats. So they're tied for the second best average starters, and they're also tied for the second best average finish. But the thing that was interesting to me, if you split it up into coasts, the Cooper Webb, he's slightly better. He's got the edge on Sexton on the East Coast.
All right. So who do you think's the favorite to win?
So I think Cooper Webb is the favorite to win. He's who I'm putting down.
All right. Sexton, yeah, I'm kind of there with you. Look, their records, so Webb has also won in Foxborough. Sexton's gone 2-2. So they're both good there.
Yep.
Momentum's a thing, man. And like you said, he won and he got the whole shot. It's going to be hard to bet against Webb in Foxborough. So, yeah, I'd probably pick Webb to win again.
Yeah.
Ken Roxon, good ride for him. Still has the best average start per gate drop of 4.82. Led 9 laps. Like, he's a solid top 5. I just don't think he's riding right now during the week. So, he's just fading a little bit. So, I think anywhere from, he's in that 4 or 5 range right now. Is probably where I'd have him.
Yeah.
But he's only 4 races off the box. 1 crash, 1 tangle up off the start. Yeah, and then these last couple, like shoulder injury, right?
I would imagine that's why. So
Kind of crazy. What's crazy is when you compare him to Cooper. Because Justin Cooper, I feel like, has been better than he has. All right, well,
We'll
Kenny
get
saw
to that.
top 5.
So,
Malcolm, though, I don't know what to do
Stewart,
with Mookie.
So that's the crazy thing. So 4th in qualifying, took 3rd in his heat, but we already mentioned it. You know, he came together with
With AP. I mean, he rode really good. He got back to 7th.
Yeah, riding back to 7th, moving through all that talent. I mean,
Yeah.
that says something.
I mean, 10-4 in Foxborough. It's all right.
Yeah. So and the 4th was 2022.
Right.
So I mean, and I feel like he did really well that year, and
All
I
right.
feel like he's doing decent this year. So
No, he is. He's just had some bad luck the last few races.
yeah.
All right, Cooper, 8th in Foxborough in 2024. Here's what's crazy. He's been top 5 in the last 5 of the last 7 races. He still only has 1 podium. WTF? I don't know why. I thought he had been stringing these podiums all together.
Uh-huh.
AP now has more podiums than Cooper. And AP had a disastrous start to begin the year.
Yep.
Yeah, and Cooper made that mistake, but I don't know. If Cooper doesn't make that mistake, does he stay 3rd? I'd have to, we'd have to compare lap times a little bit, but AP rode really, really good.
Yeah.
So right now, I kind of feel like AP is your 3rd best guy. Podium to Daytona.
Wait. AP or?
No, AP.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, last 4 overalls have been 3-3-5-3.
Yep.
He won his heat race. What's crazy though is he didn't ride Foxborough in 24 or 22, so we have no stats on him to back that up. But I feel like AP is sneaky, and he's the 3rd best guy right now. I'd say Kenny is if his shoulder wasn't bugging him, but I'm going to go AP as the 3rd best right now. So he's going to be my podium pick for this weekend in Foxborough.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, fresh mentality. Funny thing with AP,
what?
he must have been celebrating because he didn't show up to that press conference till it was halfway over.
I don't know what he was doing. Did they say?
No, they didn't say.
Sam
but
behind the camera, he knows everything. Sam, and do we know why? No?
I'm just assuming he must have been out with the
Well, it's
fans.
funny too because, of course, they're in the middle of the press conference, and then you can hear AP and Sexton's laughing
Yeah,
because he's just being loud. I don't know what he was doing.
it's awesome.
All right. Well, look, before we dive into the Works Connection WildCard Watch, which is 9th place this week, craziness going on this offseason. Let's talk about it just real quick. Or should we save it for after WildCard Watch?
One more thing. Since we're talking about AP, we might as well bring it up because I noticed he's been bringing up, got the orange machine up top, like giving KTM all the credit like that.
I'm really trying to get re-signed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
think
he's
so.
making a good bid for it. There's a lot. Let's get into it first. Works Connection WildCard Watch.
Okay.
All right, 9th place. First rider up, Dylan Ferrandis. Just had his first top 5 of the season. Didn't even know he was in the race. I didn't even know Ferrandis was back there. All the attention was up front. So when I saw he got 5th, I was like, oh, good for him. Like his average finish is 9.67 in standard rounds, and he's finished between 8th and 10th 8 times this year.
Yeah. Looking pretty good. I mean, he might have a little more momentum going into this next weekend just because of his result, but odds are, stats don't lie.
Okay.
So, Justin Hill, so he's finished within 2 spots 7 times this season. 2 spots of 9th, 7 times. So, last 4 finishes, he's been 10, 11, 9, 7. Season average per gate drop is 9.29, so he's right in that range.
All right. Betty Bloss, last 2 finishes of 9 and 10. Season average, though, is not very good. It's 15.3 per gate drop. And all other finishes have been 12th or higher.
Yeah.
So Betty's been coming on as of late. Mm-hmm. Statistically, though, he's not a solid 9th place guy.
Right.
But he could get 9th.
I'll agree with that. Barcia. So, I mean, probably not my number 1 pick for 9th, but going back 24, 11th place finish at Foxborough, 22, 5th place. He's finished within 2 spots of 9th 6 times this season. Took 8th in Seattle. He did take 9th overall in Birmingham, but he had 18-5-7 finishes out of that Triple Crown. So I don't know if I count that 9th.
Yeah, I mean, he was getting better, but 6-10. He's at a 4th, but that 4th he had in Indy, looking at it right now, was his only top 5 of the year. Okay.
So
9-8 his last 2 races, a 10th before that. Honestly, dude, I feel like he's a 7th to 9th place guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
9th on a bad night. 6, 7 would be a good result for him.
Yeah.
All right. So you're counting on Barsha to kind of just suck. Hey, let's be honest here. All right, Jason Anderson. If he shows up, and yes, it kills us to do this, but he's a good pick for 9th if you go off his results. 11-8, 11-7 are his last 4 finishes. He's got 2 or 3 podiums on the year, 3rd place, and that's it. Like, I don't know. He's got the 3 thirds. And then since his last podium in Tampa, 6, 11, 8, 11, 7. I don't know what's going on.
Does he have something signed already, or?
I doubt it. Normally, I really don't think so, because this has been 2 just really subpar years for Anderson in a row. All right. Those are the wild card picks statistically that make the most sense. Before we lock them in, though, let's just do this little craziness that we were talking about earlier. Eli Tomac has not re-signed. I know Ducati is going after him hard. That's what we've been hearing, right? I don't see a world, Charles, where Eli Tomac in his later stages, I'd imagine it's going to be a Supercross-only deal if he even re-signs for any team next year. I just don't see a planet where Tomac wants to do all that and try and figure out a brand new bike that's never been raced in Supercross.
If he squandered all his money, all of his hard earnings,
I doubt it.
maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing. There's no way you want to learn a new bike your last year.
I can only see Tomac doing it because I bet you Ducati comes to him with a blank check. It's like, dude, what do you want? Because I don't think Ducati's taking the same route that Triumph did, where they're like, hey, let's ease into this. Let's just find a guy that's going to give us solid results. Obviously, if they're going after Tomac, they're thinking big first go around. I just don't see Tomac doing that. But what's interesting is Justin Cooper said that he needs podiums. Doesn't care if it's Webb or anybody in front of him, he needs podiums. So Justin Cooper is fighting for a spot. I honestly feel like if Tomac doesn't sign with Ducati, there's 2 riders in my mind that I could see going there.
Who do you got?
If Tomac weren't to, which I highly doubt, in my opinion, Justin Cooper or Aaron Plessinger.
Ooh.
I could see either of those 2. AP just because he hasn't re-signed. We don't know what KTM's budget's going to be like, but we got Tom Vial, who's probably going to move up to 450, or has to, right? He had his 1 year to defend. So that leaves them with 3 guys on KTM's with KTM's current financial situation. I don't know if that's even a possibility, right? So AP could be looking for a spot next year.
Or maybe AP stays. Maybe that's why he's
pumping him up, get that orange bike on the podium.
And maybe Sexton goes somewhere.
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean, I would not doubt it if Ducati's coming after Sexton, but I hear that Monster Energy Kawasaki has been. I feel like Monster and KTM are the 2 options for Sexton right now. If Sexton doesn't go to Monster and he stays with KTM, I would see Justin Cooper going to Kawasaki, because that would be him and Prado. So you got a really good indoor guy. Cooper's also really good outdoors. And then Prado's still getting another year to figure this thing out, the Supercross thing. If that happens, then I could see AP going to Ducati. Maybe a Justin Barsha. I don't know. Barsha's going to give you solid results. He's durable. He makes it to all the races.
Yeah.
That's a plus.
Yeah, top 10 guy.
But AP has better results. He's more likable. He's going to bring your team more attention. He's the better result rider. I would go AP to Ducati over Barsha any day. But then you have Malcolm Stewart. What we've heard is that RJ Hampshire has a confirmed deal for Rockstar 450 2025 or 6. Are they going to have a 2-man team? Don't know. They didn't replace Craig. So I don't see Rockstar going, especially right now with that whole situation. I don't see Rockstar having a 2-man 450 team next year.
Yeah.
So if RJ is moving up, what do you do with Mookie?
I don't know.
There's
crazy.
A lot going on.
So one thing with Sexton,
what about?
though,
we forgot about Triumph and Anderson.
Yeah.
Anderson, where's he going?
I don't know,
I
man.
feel like Anderson would have been the next guy to go up to Triumph, but now Jordan Smith, they're saying, is going to go up to race a 450 on Triumph.
Yep.
Are they going to have 2 guys? I don't know. Where's Anderson going to go? Anderson's results are not going to get him a ride anywhere. Has Anderson reached that point where it's like a satellite team and that's about the best you're going to do for next year?
Could be a solid satellite team.
But, okay.
But hear me out, though.
What?
Sit back to Sexton, though. Don't you think it would be so much smarter for him just to stay with KTM now that he's put in 2 years with them? So I feel like solid foundation. So just keep building versus.
The only world I see Sexton going there is if Ducati offers him so much money, he's just like, how could I say no? Mm-hmm. Or he gets to ride the bike before he signs and is like, yes, I like this bike. I don't know. But other than that, no, like if you're Sexton, stay where you're at. The bike's not changing for next year. And we know how he is with the bike. I just don't see a world where Sexton goes to a completely new bike that's never been racing Supercross and has any glimmer of hope of actually beating Jet and Tomac and Webb and these guys next year. I think he stays.
Yep.
I think Anderson, I don't know. I think Anderson of the bunch right now might be the rider that's biggest kind of SOL. Is when you look at just the results sheet. Maybe
it's tough too because looking at the start of the season, he was running up front quite a bit, and then
he was making a bid. You would have been like, Anderson's going to get signed by maybe Triumph or Ducati or something. But now you're just looking at it like, I don't see any team that might be looking at them as Anderson as their number one guy right now to fill a spot. It's going to be wild. Either way, we want to know from you. Comment down below. What are your predictions for this offseason? What riders are going where? We'd love to hear it. The sad part is somebody I feel like is going to be left without a ride, especially like if Eli Tomac resigns. So it's going to be wild.
It will be.
Okay. Are you ready to lock him in?
This is our Cherubies. Lock them in. All right, Chase. So who do you got? Who's in your top 5 this week?
All right. So I think we both agree Webb's the number one guy. So I'm going to go Webb, Sexton, AP. I'm going to go Justin Cooper 4th. Malcolm's still going to take a little bit of a gamble, but Mookie had that unfortunate incident at the start of last week's race. But I'm going to go Mookie 5th, and I'm going to go Dylan Ferrandis for my wild card 9th.
It's respectable. I will say I'm going to keep the top 3. I like that top 3. I am going to switch up P4. I think Roxon, he's still going to be able to get it done. You look at the results, even with the shoulder, he's still top 5 guy. Other than that, switching out J Coop, putting him in P5, and then I've got Hill for the wild card in 9th.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, you're going to need it, Chuck, because you're 93 points down right now.
Man, just rubbing it in.
I'm going to rub it in as much as I can.
Hey, maybe I need that to
all right.
motivate me to make better picks here.
Well, comment down below, folks. What are your top 5 picks this weekend? Give us your top 5, your wild card. Tell us why. Tell us about all the craziness going on this offseason. Don't forget to submit your memes. We had some good ones in there. We'll do a giveaway next week. We'll pick our favorite meme, and we'll send you something nice. Oh, man. All right, Foxborough, round 12. Only 6 of these things left. It's coming down to the wire here. 11 points is all it is.
Kind of crazy.
I mean, but if Sexton wins that race, it's a 5-point lead.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy. I'm here for it, though. All right, remember, go to rnfantasysx.com. Subscribe to the RN Fantasy YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're here every week to do this, to bench race, to talk about the riders and stats. As always, thank you so much for playing. Charles, is there anything else we need to talk about?
That's it. Get your picks in and have a good week.
We'll see you next week.